You're so right. I was looking at the World, I think the World Bank figures on the gross domestic product per capita, which I think is a good guide to how rich people are. And it said that Australia is 65,000, that's the average. Singapore with nothing, absolutely nothing except a port and a financial centre, 82,000, and Norway 106,000. 106,000. Norway, I agree with you. I think Norway is the model, and we should be as wealthy as Norway because we have similar mineral or oil or energy wealth as Norway has. And why are we 65 and Norway's 106,000? It is really extraordinary that we should be so bad, and I can only blame the politicians for that.
Yeah, look, you're 100% correct there. That Norway has set the model for how all energy-rich countries should operate. Basically, if you've got this ginormous mineral wealth, you shouldn't allow multinational firms to come in and basically, sell all your products or your wealth that you own and effectively, pay very little in the process to do it. So Norway's done it well, and the reason why their GDP per capita is so high is partly because of this ginormous sovereign wealth fund that they've set up. So they've effectively, as I said before, they've collected all these taxes and royalties from their mineral wealth, which is spread over a small number of people, and they've basically set up this sovereign wealth fund. And the sovereign wealth fund only invests overseas, so they don't allow it to invest within Norway. And the reason why they do that is because if you invest it overseas, you actually devalue your currency because you're buying other currencies, and so you keep your exporting firms competitive as well. And Norway has been very sensible on that part, and that's one of the reasons why they're incredibly wealthy country. And Australia should have done the same thing. And the other thing Norway does that Australia doesn't do is it doesn't run a ginormous immigration program to water down their wealth. So since 1960, Australia's population has grown by 160%. So we're about 10 million people in 1960, and we're now 26 million people. Norway's population, and this goes for all the Scandinavian countries, has only grown by about 25% over the same time period. So can you imagine if Norway had grown at the same rate as our population? Their mineral wealth would be getting spread over, more than twice as many people as they do now. Yes. And that therefore erodes your per household wealth, because you're effectively spreading the mineral wealth of the nation over more people. And that's just a silly thing to do. But Australia, that's exactly what Australia does. We grow as fast as we can population-wise. We've got a fixed mineral endowment. We don't even tax it properly. And all that means is that the per-person wealth of the country is shrinking as we keep growing the population so quickly and we don't tax it properly.